Yeah.
So we try our best not to mess it up.
Yeah. I'm
Messes up the dynamic.
I wanna I want you to hear me like as a true brother here. And I want you to hear what I'm saying. Like when I say your situation right now is not ideal, it is not. There's nothing convenient about your situation.
I didn't know that.
Let me get to the part. Let me get to the part.
Yeah.
There's more. There's
Okay.
there's nothing convenient about your situation at all. There's nothing about it that is gonna allow you the time and the pleasure and satisfaction for doing what you would like to, completely with the freedom that would be nice. Now, Joseph, I'm gonna give you the reality of that. For when you did have that time, before anything, before any wife came into the picture, before your son came into the picture, the opportunity to have your freedom and do as you please was there. Now it's gone, and so now you're adapting to what the situation looks like. But if I'm gonna be real with you, everything I heard was you just being the product of your situation. There's two truths here. I'm not going to pretend as if the situation is so easy to navigate and adaptable. But I always point you to the fact that there's other people with more on their plate. They've been trusted with more. That their first child are actually twins. I mean, I try to remember as much as I can when I'm scrolling to send you these videos of people I personally know and see. And everyone has a different capacity. But my thing is, why not you? Why can't it be you too? Because the point of these questions is because God has given you a specific vision and purpose for your life. But if you continue allowing your situation to drive it for you, and you allow that to be your standard, you're always going to allow your situation to dictate how you show up. And so now, one kid in, if you're waiting for it to get easier, I don't think it does at any point where the burden becomes lighter. Now, is this the toughest part? I think we can all agree a newborn is a tough part to go through. But if we're just waiting, right? If we're waiting for the situation, then we're just asking for life to throw another stone at us. And that's not what we agreed to accomplish here. If you wanted to stay exactly the same and stay comfortable, then I would honestly just be taking your money and being a thief. I'd be thieving you. But I understand that you actually have a real potential, that when you talk about what you could be, I see how your eyes go off in the distance and your mind starts going, you're like, And that's not for nothing. God didn't just give you the bare minimum, but more so he's entrusted you with a son so that you can give him a legacy to follow in. And that's going to be hard to do if every time you just settle for the bare minimum because your situation is limiting you. And now you blame your situation. Now you blame your son. And then the years down the road, what could be, what should be, all of your potential is, well, yeah, then I had kids, and then you sacrifice the bigger dream and the bigger purpose for what it was truly for, because now you blame life circumstances. And that is exactly the parable of the sower. When he said there's seeds that fell on some soil of rocks, then there's some seeds that fell into thorns. There's some seeds that fell onto soil and the troubles of life choked it up. I really think because of your dreams and ambitions, and of course, I've waited. I think you can tell. Week after week, I've just been listening. I've been listening. I've been I'm very patient when I talk like this because I'm not gonna just talk out my jaw about your situation that I don't know. And so I've been listening this whole time, and I'm telling you now that it's time. It is time. That you do have a potential, and there is a part of you that truly deeply knows that God has purposed and fashioned you for something more. And if you continue allowing the situation to direct your life instead of the Lord, life will always keep you under its hand. It will allow you to operate out of fear, doubt, and consistently always wondering what could be. But fear is the opposite of faith. Fear is the opposite of hope. And what you could be doesn't have to be potential any longer. And so, yes, it is tough. But if you do this tough thing right now, what it will set up for the future is something that we both can't even imagine. But how can God blow your mind if you never take any steps? How is he supposed to show up? Abraham had to go. Moses had to go. The one command he usually gives is go. He told the 72, go. He sends you out. And there's no certainty when you go out. But if you keep focusing on what you have and what you don't have, and you keep looking at your own hands, it's never going to be enough. Your own time will never be enough. Your own strength is never going to be enough. So that's why it's time to go. It's time to step out and go into the unknown, which is scary because you already are tired. You're sleep deprived. You got a postpartum wife. Nothing is ideal in the situation. But isn't that where God shows up?
Yeah, that's true.
That's where God shows. That's where He does His best work. In the unknown. Or we can just shrink back and just be like, you know what, this time it's too hard. It's too hard. I'm just going to wait till the storm passes. And then when you come out the storm, there's another storm on its way. It's either you're going into a storm, you're in the middle of a storm, or you're leaving a storm. You're in the thick of a storm right now. And so if you don't start putting things together in the pieces right now to what the baseline of your life will be and what you're going to build off of right now in the storm, then by the time the next one comes, it can be the one that breaks you. And so we have to bunker down, start building this foundation so that when we're coming out of this storm and into the next one, we go into it with confidence because we built in a storm. If you can build in a storm, when you leave, going into another one, you can go into the next one with confidence. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.